Hi everyone. Okay, this video, I'm making this video for my friends and some of my Facebook friends that's on my DM asking me some questions. I want to be a Chinese translator. I want to learn Chinese. How did you learn Chinese? Have you been to China before? Blah blah blah. Well, the answer is I've not been to China before. I have not been to China before. I learned Chinese in my state, Anambra State. Okay, so the institute is called Confucius Institute at Unizik, University of Zik. So that is where I learned Chinese. And also, I will not promise you that Chinese is easy. It's not easy. It is a very, very difficult language because you got to learn how to speak, to hear, how to write. You know the way they used to write. You got to learn how to write that, how to read that. Yes, we also write exams, so it's a very difficult stuff that if you don't have patience, you might just give up. Yes, you will give up. I actually gave up during my own time, and I later came back after so many years and all that. So maybe I got to share the story of how I learned Chinese. Okay, but that will be another day. So but today's video is for those that want to learn Chinese, asking me, okay, how did you do that, what are the things, blah blah blah. Like I said, you go to Unizik. You don't need JAMB, you don't need to write JAMB, you just need a valid ID card, maybe voter's card, NIN, passport. I think it's 4 passports. Then you pay your school fees, one-time payment. Yeah, one-time payment. You don't need to pay per semester. There's nothing like per semester payment. During my own time, I paid 55,000, but now I think it's 150,000 if you're not a Unizik student. But if you're a Unizik student, you pay 50k, no, 100,000 now. I don't know, but I know the non-students is 150,000. So if you want to learn more, you can chat me on my DM. I will put you through everything that you need to do, requirement and all that. So, but I also want you to know, for people that want to be a translator, want to learn Chinese, that it is not easy. The work is also stressful. You will experience a lot of things. You get, working with these people is not easy. You get, so, and when you work with them, you use your brain. Chinese are very hardworking people. They work, like we work even on Sundays. Yes, we work on Sundays. So you you work Monday to Sunday daily. Go to work by 6 a.m, close by 7 p.m, and sometimes you travel with them, so it's actually stressful, but we also have benefits of learning Chinese. Okay, so I'll tell you guys the benefits, the advantage and the disadvantages. Now let me start with this advantage. Number one is that you give up your life. You give up every other thing to stay with them, because majority of this company would like you to live with them so that anytime they need you, you'll be available to translate whatever they want you to translate. So you definitely live with them inside the company, though they'll give you the accommodation, but you live with them. You find it very hard to go out because you work Sunday to Sunday. You don't go out. You hardly go out. You only go out once in a while, maybe to go get something that you need, and that is it. So you don't have time for boyfriend, girlfriend, family. You hardly travel. If you want to travel, you have to take permission. They will only grant you maybe few weeks, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks leave. That is if the company likes you. That is it. So another thing is, some of these Chinese people are very strict. Sorry to say that, but some are actually cool. So if you are not lucky and you get a boss that is, you get ready to be having headache every day and be shouting every day and be crying every day. But if you get a very good person, then you're good to go. Do you understand? And another thing is their women are so jealous. Yes, Their women are like that. If you dress too much, they get jealous. If you're a lady and you dress too much, like you look good all the time, jealousy. And the women control the men, and something like that. Their ladies are the bosses, like they control their husbands, their boyfriend. You get. And another thing I want you to also know is that when you are working with them, you have to be very straightforward. Like you don't need to be corny. If you're corny, they're gonna sack you. They will sack you. So this is some of the disadvantages. Then the advantages: they will pay you well. It's gonna pay you well, and then you get a free accommodation, hospital allowance, feeding allowance, there is feeding allowance, there is feeding, data and call allowance, and travel allowance depending where you're working. And if your Chinese is good, because there is what we call when your Chinese is good, when you start, because when you start this journey, it is not easy, especially during your first year, second year, but when you keep going, small time you go, you improve. So that is it. So my people, if you think after I explained some of these things, these are the ones I actually remember, because I know there are so many other things that you need to look out for if you want to learn Chinese, that I might not be able to say here, but I will say it in other videos so that you guys will be sure of what you want to do. But just remember that Chinese is not easy. Chinese is very difficult. But if you can endure and learn it and conquer it, colors, you are good to go. In this our economy, you are good to go. So that is all for now. For today, I'll come back next time and gist you guys how my journey as a translator began. My first time of working as a translator, my first job experience, and some of the people I've worked with, the experiences I had with them and all that. So I'm going to share it here. So for now, bye. I love you.